All right. Well, welcome, and we're glad to have you here at the Winston-Salem Human Relations Commission virtual meeting, October 26th. I'd like to call us to order. Carlin, if you could go ahead with the roll call, please.
Sure. Hi, everyone. Chairperson Leak has requested an excused absence. Commissioner Thompson?
Oh, present.
Commissioner Evans also requested an excused absent. Commissioner Haynes?
Present.
Commissioner McKinney?
Present.
Commissioner Preble? Commissioner Price?
Present.
Commissioner Sarton has requested an excused absence. Commissioner Taylor?
Present.
Commissioner Usher? Commissioner Wiggins? Commissioner Wiggins? I see her. Okay. And Commissioner Zuluaga?
Present.
Okay. Thank you, Carlin. Does that give us the quorum?
I think we'll need to know that Commissioner Wiggins is present for voting purposes.
Okay, I just received a text from Commissioner Wiggins saying she's here.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
She must be having some technical difficulties.
I don't think it would be a proper Zoom meeting unless somebody wasn't having an issue being heard.
Absolutely.
But I appreciate everyone being able to join us tonight by Zoom. I know initially we had planned on being in person, but I'm glad that we could get everyone together tonight. Carolyn, thank you so much for getting all of the documents out to us for review. We have the approval of the minutes up next, the June and August 2023 HRC meeting minutes. Did everyone have a chance to review those? And are there any questions or corrections you'd like to note? Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes.
Thank you, Commissioner Price. Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Zuluaga. Carlin, if you would go ahead with the vote.
Okay, Vice Chair Thompson?
Aye.
Commissioner Haynes?
Aye.
Commissioner McKinney?
Aye.
Commissioner Price?
Aye.
Commissioner Taylor?
Aye.
Commissioner Wiggins?
She said aye, Carlin, texted aye.
Okay, and Commissioner
It's okay, Zuluaga.
Sorry.
All right, thank you so much. The next is the Vice Chairperson's updates. I'd like to say I was able to check in with Chair Leak, and he's confirmed that he will be returning from paternity leave in November. So we'll hope to see him in this next meeting that's in November. And speaking of that meeting, we had agreed, I believe, that meeting would take place the week after Thanksgiving on November 30th. And just correct me if I'm wrong on that, please.
I think it was the 30th. Vice Chair Thompson. Carlin, does that sound correct to you? We would just have to refer back to the minutes, but I think that's correct.
Right.
That sounds right.
Right. And then we have the open house coming up in December. And Wanda, could you share about that, please?
Sure. So the open house is scheduled for December the 15th, Friday, December the 15th at City Hall. And for our veteran commissioners, I know that you all have attended open house in the past. If you have not for some reason, I highly encourage you to attend, the veteran commissioners and new commissioners. Open house is an opportunity. It's first of all, it's supposed to be the HRC's open house. So that means that we really need for you all to be there. And the purpose of open house is to recognize and thank our community partners who have worked with us throughout the past year, the past calendar year. It is a very good time of having food and fun. We usually have a line of food that is set up out in the hallway outside of our suite. And what we've been doing the past few years is featuring culturally diverse cuisines. Last year we had Thai food, we had Jamaican food, and we had American soul food. And so this year we're going to be looking at some other cuisines to feature. So we really encourage you to come. It's festive. We always wear black and red so that we can take group pictures of the commission there. And if we can coordinate it, we have the commission take pictures with the mayor. And so it would just be a really good thing to attend. During that time, the commission also votes on our Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Young Dreamers. And so, as you know, we have 2 awardees each year. And so we're looking for adults between the ages of 18 and 40. And that information will be, commissioners, if you can, would you mind muting if you have any background noise? But I was just going to say that definitely if you have anyone in mind to nominate who happens to live in Winston-Salem and is between the ages of 18 and 40, please do nominate them. And Erica and Eleanor are working on getting the application online so that those applications can be submitted digitally. So that should make it a little bit easier for people to nominate. But anyway, that's open house, and it is December the 15th, and it is at City Hall. That's a Friday. We typically start around 11, 11:30, somewhere like that, and it usually concludes by 2:30.
Okay, thank you so much, Wanda.
You're welcome.
I was able to go to last year's for the first time in person, and it was really a wonderful time to just to be able to see everyone in person, and to meet the Young Dreamers was really wonderful. So thank you for that. I'm looking forward to this December. Okay, we're going to go into the director staff updates. So let's see, Wanda, if you will go ahead.
Sure. For the staff updates, of course, we are updating you all based on the divisions of the department now. And you will note, just to look at the agenda, you see that the committees are not there because you all restructured during the retreat. And so we invite the commissioners to join in with each divisional report, because you all may have things that you would like to add or include in what's reported out from staff. And so first up, we have the fair housing and landlord tenant updates. And of course, in that division, we have Adolfo and Iris and Carlin. So Adolfo? Is Adolfo still on? Adolfo, if not, Iris?
Oh, Adolfo just lit up.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can now.
Yes.
I'm very sorry. I'm on my phone. I just got home and I thought I was connected to my earplugs. I'm very sorry.
That's okay. Do you need for Iris to help you out, Adolfo, till you get kind of
I think I can do it, boss.
okay.
I'm sorry that you guys can't see me.
It's okay.
But anyway, so I think what needs to be reported when it comes to this is we are at about we have close to 40 some landlord tenant mediation cases already. At this rate, we are going to be getting to 100, and it's interesting because remember that, commissioners, that last year I think we barely got past 60, and it's not the case this year. If the trend continues, we probably are going to close to 100 mediation cases in the year, which is more than 75 is a normal number for us. So I think we're going to reach that number very, very easily. I think that's pretty. I think in landlord tenant, that's what I have. I'm just completing myself, just 3 cases. I just mediated 3 cases, just in this week. So I think we're good with those numbers.
And Adolfo, the 40 landlord tenant cases that you're referring to, one way to characterize it is that we have 40, I guess, for the first quarter of the new fiscal year, which began July 1.
Yes.
And so if we continue to average 40 for each quarter, yeah, we're going to be way up from what we normally are.
Yeah, we should be over 100 very, very easily.
Agreed. Thank you. And Adolfo, I want to give Iris an opportunity to say something too, because I know that she has also recently successfully completed some cases, some of her investigations. Iris, did you want to share that with the commission and the staff?
Are you referring to the landlord and tenant or?
The ones that you mentioned earlier when we talked.
Okay, that was the HD cases, our housing discrimination cases. Actually, I just wrapped up one today. So I conciliated both cases. In the first case, I got over almost 10,000 for the complainant. And in the second case, it should be almost to 5,000. So the complainant just agreed to it today. So I'll be writing that up. So that's a plus again.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's excellent. Yes, that's what I wanted you to share. So thank you. Thank you. Carlin, did we miss anything?
No, ma'am.
All right. And so Vice Chair, that concludes the report for the fair housing and landlord tenant updates. And then moving on, still under my updates to DEI, the diversity, equity, and inclusion updates. I want to ask Dr. Ronnie Christian if he has anything that he would like to report out to the commission.
Sure. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate it. And good evening, everyone. DEI, we've been very busy. As you guys are aware, we had five departments that were working on their equity plans. And we have added an additional 4 departments to that number. So we've got 4 who have totally completed. We've got 1 who is working on their phase 6 of their plan. And we've got, again, 4 new ones: finance, human resources, engineering department. And we've got 1 more that I can't think of. But anyway, so we've got those 4 that are new and working towards getting their equity plan together. So we've been very busy in that regard. And that's all I have for you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. And I don't remember the commissioners who volunteered to work with fair housing and landlord tenant, and the commissioners who volunteered to work with DEI. So I just wanted to invite them to maybe chime in too, Vice Chair Thompson, in case they wanted to add anything to what's already been reported out.
Okay, I know when I looked through the minutes, we had the list of commitments at the end of the minutes from the August meeting. I don't have them in front of me, but would any?
Excuse me, Vice Chair Thompson. This is Commissioner McKinney. I am one of the commissioners, part of DEI. We did have some information about the diversity month in April, and I was asked to try and find some organizations that might be part of the, I have been thinking and communicating with a few organizations, and I believe I'll have at least 1, possibly 2 organizations that will fit the bill for displaying our diversity here in Winston-Salem.
Okay, and I'm not sure if others did their, let's see. I'm not sure if others did, but there was a little part where you cut out there, Commissioner McKinney.
Oh, I was just saying that I'm working on finding groups to be part of the diversity showcase that will be in April of 2024. There are four weeks of showcases, and I've been working on trying to find organizations that will showcase their arts in a diverse way that are willing to do it for free. As a professional musician, it's kind of hard to find people that'll do it for free, but I think I found a few.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. And we're definitely looking forward to April. Anyone from the Fair Housing and Landlord Tenant updates?
This is Josh. I'm Commissioner Price. I'm also on DEI and also had volunteered to reach out and to find some potential volunteers for the April showcase. I have not made any headway on that yet, but that is very much still on my radar. So hopefully we'll have something soon to report back on that.
Thank you, Commissioner Price. Okay, do we want to move on to the non-discrimination ordinances?
Sure. If there were no commissioners who had anything to add to fair housing or landlord tenant, absolutely. So for the NDOs, of course, we have Ms. Eleanor Tebbets with us tonight. Ms. Sharita Kane is under the weather, and so is Julie. Julie is under the weather as well, Ms. Julie Puckett. And so that's why they are not reporting out to you. So Eleanor.
Hello. We've had no
Hi.
new cases since the last report, but we have been working on the NDO subcommittee for race and ethnicity. The application has been approved by everybody who needs to look at it, including Councilman Mundy. So it is live. We have submitted a request to marketing to start, marketing it and hopefully encourage people to apply, but I have not heard back yet about when they will be able to start that, but everything is ready to go once they do. So we plan to start meeting in early 2024. The actual day of the week and the time is TBD based on availability of the committee members.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much, Eleanor. And you were, what commissioners were you working with? You and Sharita?
Commissioner Haynes and Commissioner Wiggins is the chair.
Okay. All right. So commissioners, did you have anything to add to Eleanor's report?
No, nothing to add, though. If you know people who might be a good fit for the committee, encourage them to apply when the application is live.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much, Commissioner Haynes. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Just want to throw out the application. I mean, it is live now. We just haven't had any marketing yet. The link for it is cityofws.org/NDOSC, as in NDO subcommittee. I'll drop that in the chat.
Thank you, Eleanor. And Commissioner Wiggins said that she is basically dittoing what Commissioner Haynes said. So we're good to go with that. So thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Wiggins. And to circle back with the DEI update, did want to mention that the current departments that are working with DEI do include finance, engineering, police, and HR. Those are the four, with the fifth one, as Ronnie mentioned, pending. And of course, the five that we worked with last year, when he mentioned phase 6, he was referring to the fact that there is a 6-phased process for the departments to go through before they're considered being done with completing their departmental equity plan. And once the departmental equity plan is complete, they then will work with us on a quarterly basis just to kind of check in. We'll check in with them to see if they need anything, if we can provide any support. But the whole idea, commissioners, is that the departmental equity plans are living documents. They're never done. So they are to be updated at the very least on an annual basis. and they can be changed or tweaked in whatever manner the departments choose. We just provide the technical support and the subject matter expertise to kind of help guide them. So I just wanted to revisit that with you just so we can flesh out the 6 phases a little bit more so you know what we're talking about. So with the new departments for the new fiscal year, all of them are right around phase 1 right now. They've completed phase 1 or they're about to complete phase 1. And so last for my reports, Vice Chair Thompson, but certainly not least, we have the Language Access Division. And I know Bob and Javier, I think Bob, no, Javier is up here. I don't know that Bob is.
I'm here.
Hi, Javier.
Hey, good evening. Language Access has been busy since day one, but this week was a busy schedule. We have been doing a lot of outreach, a lot of translation, interpretations for the city, and also the Language Access, the Latino. We have our first meeting with a Latino representative from the community. We did that at the City Hall. We have quite a few Latinos that came, and we talked about the different situations that happen in the Latino community. And the same way it's going to be done by the multilingual. Translation has been a big one, completing a total of almost 200 translations in paper for the city. So that's our big one. If any question, please let me know. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Javier. And what commissioners have you been working with? Have you worked with any commissioners yet? And
Erica?
Yes, I'm the chair for the subcommittee. And I will say, haven't been involved as much in the items that Javier has mentioned yet. But I did participate in the International Village this weekend, which is a great event. So thank you to all of you guys that put all your effort into making it such a successful event. I was able to participate as well as just also visit and see all the different presentations there were for different cultures. And it was just such an amazing turnout. So I was very proud of everything that was presented. And then I had the honor to be able to speak at the naturalization ceremony, which is also a fantastic experience.
Absolutely, Commissioner Zuluaga. And let me just say that there has been nothing but enthusiasm and positive feedback resulting from your remarks during the ceremony. And we just so appreciate you for sharing such a compelling take on your experience with what it's like to be a part of a family who has experienced immigrating into the United States, what that meant, what it looked like, what it felt like. It really resonated from with so many people, and people are still talking about it. So I've got to tell you, you knocked it out the park. So
thank you so much. And I again appreciate the opportunity to be able to speak. It was a big honor. So thank you.
The honor was ours. So thank you so much. And yes, and to everyone, International Village, and our vice chair was there as well, Vice Chair Thompson. It really, really, really went off well. Bob did an outstanding job of leading it, particularly for someone who'd never even attended International Village. And so he really did an outstanding job. Erica, Eleanor, everybody, you all just really, really outdid yourselves. And it's something that you could tell even the participants, the performers, really talked about how much they enjoyed the experience as well. And so when you have performers saying that, of course, they're doing their part on stage, but they stuck around. They stuck around and they wanted to kind of hang out and enjoy the food trucks and the vendors and collecting the information and all of the things that they did. So that spoke volumes. So thank you. And Javier, is your hand up?
Yes, ma'am. I just want to add to thank you to Senor Bravo. He fed the entire staff that was there in the afternoon. I was completely free. So that's a big thank you for him. So FYI.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we thank our sponsors too. We had quite a few sponsors. We had legal aid. Y'all helped me out with the sponsors, but we had Legal Aid as a sponsor. We had the Recreation and Parks Department, the Police Department, Forsyth County Library, Yes Weekly, Mia Magazine. Did I forget?
WTOB.
Yes, WTOB Radio. And we thank, the Hispanic League as well. And we also thank WFMY News 2 for covering the event. I don't know if anybody saw it other than me, but they did show it on the news that evening. So they did cover the festival. So we're appreciative to WFMY News 2 as well. So that's it for our report, Vice Chair Thompson.
Thank you for that. And it was a wonderful day. The weather was beautiful. It was wonderful to see. I always love seeing all the colors, the music, the dancing and the performances. It was a wonderful afternoon. And I know that day was a little bit challenging as we were up against Winston-Salem State and Wake Forest homecoming weekends. So I know that Bob is working on maybe scheduling a different weekend next year so that we aren't competing with such big programs other than that as well. But very well done. And the staff is always wonderful to work with. And also Commissioner McKinney was there with us that day too.
Oh, sorry, Commissioner McKinney. And Vice Chair Thompson, I did want to thank you for mentioning Winston-Salem State, because Winston-Salem State University was one of our sponsors, even though it was their homecoming weekend. And they actually allowed Mr. and Miss WSSU to come to the festival and help Mayor Joines to kick it off. And Mayor Joines was able to provide them with some gifts from our department and some other city departments just to commemorate homecoming. So we really appreciate Winston-Salem State University for working with us, even though it was their homecoming weekend.
Excellent. Any other comments about?
I would just like to mention that indeed it was a great event. I really enjoyed it. In fact, I know that we had slots that we were going to sign up for, but I was just having such a great time that I just stuck around and enjoyed the flags that were given to us so that we could hand them out. There were so many brilliant young people who knew all about these other countries, and it really did give a wonderful international cooperative feeling towards everything, as opposed to just a showcase of international things. No, this was really sort of our own private little UN table where we could discuss other, the flags, the countries. There were some flags that, didn't exist anymore, but we had them, like New Zealand. New Zealand has the new flag, but we had the old flag. So it was really nice to talk about that and to discuss and to engage with people in a really fun way. So I hope that we'll be able to do that again next year.
Thank you, Commissioner McKinney. Anything else to add for the director or staff updates? And if not, we'll move into new business and community presentations. Anything to share under new business? Anything from the staff? Okay. Any community presentations anyone would like to share? The quiet time of year, I guess. All right, we'll move on to general business. Anything under general business that we want to bring up at this time?
I'll just add really quickly that I was honored to attend HUD's Fair Housing Conference in Colorado on behalf of the commission. And it was a wonderful time to be in the room with so many leaders from across the country who are focused on issues of fair housing and equity. There were some wonderful presentations about that fight. Particularly one that struck me was a presentation with I believe a 10th generation citizen from Sapelo Island, which is in Georgia. And there was, and I encourage you to Google this if you're interested in it, but this descendant from these generations of Geechee people who were former slaves in Georgia were essentially being taxed with increases in taxes with receiving no services from either McIntosh County in Georgia or the state. Got involved with a lawyer from DOJ who's focused on fair housing. And even though it wasn't decided on fair housing laws, it was actually decided under civil rights laws. It was great to hear that that area is now receiving some of the services that it has been long due as taxpayers of that community. So very interesting fight that is ongoing. That was one of the presentations that particularly struck me, but it was a great time. I was there along with Adolfo and Dr. Christian, and we were able to also fellowship a little bit with our counterparts from Charlotte. And Jean Troy was also there from the North Carolina Human Relations Commission. So it was an honor to attend a very productive conference. And if there are opportunities to attend in the future, I definitely recommend it.
Thank you for sharing that. And I'm wondering too, I think we had a state meeting this month. Did anyone attend that?
Yeah, actually, I had the opportunity to, well, actually, I'm not sure if it's the same one you're mentioning, Commissioner Thompson. I was referring to the Immigration Integration Workshop, which is a statewide working group. So I did have the opportunity to meet or to join that meeting. It's also lots of interesting information shared. We had someone from USCIS that was able to make a presentation about different opportunities, I guess, or tools that they have available within their website and within their programs. So lots of great information, as well as always, networking with other folks from different parts of the community and other parts of the state.
Thank you, Commissioner Zuluaga. And I think I was referring to the North Carolina State Human Relations Commission meeting.
If I'm not mistaken, Vice Chair Thompson, let's see. Javier, did you go? You went to Fayetteville, right? Did you go by yourself?
No, ma'am. I was with Adolfo was there. Erica was there, and Commissioner
Evans.
Was it Commissioner Evans?
Yeah. Evans was there.
Okay, Erica, Javier, would you like to report out about that? That's what Vice Chair Thompson is asking about.
Well,
absolutely, it was a great fellowship. One of the things that stuck out, two presentations. One was on Juneteenth. They had historically not did a citywide Juneteenth celebration, and so they did a presentation about everything that they put into that celebration and how big it had become. The other presentation was about outreach and engagement and some of the projects that they had been working on in the city. One was basically you spend a day in the life of a blind person. So they invited you to lunch, and I think they blindfolded you and you had to eat lunch blind. And so that was an awesome presentation, just for people to understand what it's like to have certain disabilities, I guess. There was another presentation about where there was a denim day. And that was because of a young lady. I don't want to misquote this, but I think it was in Europe. And there was a case where she was assaulted sexually, and they took the person to court and they were moving forward. I think she won. The legislature there overturned it because they said that her jeans were too tight. And so as a result of that overturning, they started a denim day to bring awareness to people who have been sexually assaulted. So those were the two programs that stuck out the most. Would you like to add to that, Javier? Anything else?
I was surprised about the 82nd Airborne. The Lieutenant Colonel talk about all the stuff they do. It was great. It was a great event. We talk, we have good time with them, and it was a great teachable moment for us. And I'm sorry, I was trying to cover my eyes from the sun.
And Vice Chair Thompson, to add to that, thank you, Erica and Javier. To add to that, Vice Chair Thompson, we would be remiss if we did not, first of all, mention that I think Commissioner Wiggins attended with you all, right? Commissioner Wiggins went to one of those events that you all mentioned, because she did mention that to me via text. But anyway,
yeah, she was at the immigration work group.
The immigration work group. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Zuluaga. Thank you. And also I wanted to mention too, that I don't know where Javier went, but anyway, Javier, as you know, has been appointed to the statewide Latino Affairs Council. And that is a really big deal. And so we're quite proud of Javier. And so he will be able to share a lot of the local experiences for our local Hispanic population on a statewide platform. So Javier, we are very proud of you, and we are so happy that you are able to represent us, our department and the commission and Winston-Salem on this council. So congratulations, Javier.
Thank you very much. That was an honor for me. I took the oath on October the 6th. I'm part of the Governor Cooper's Hispanic and Latino forum. So actually, that's what I came from today. It's a big group. It's a lot of stuff we have to do just to help our Latino community. But basically, it's not for Latino, for everybody. So we will have more information in the next few weeks. Thank you.
Look forward to hearing from you on that. And maybe we can keep the commissioners apprised each time they meet too, so you can bring back information from Raleigh to share with the commission as well as our staff.
Of course. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, and congratulations, Javier. It's exciting to have you be recognized that way and group. We are any other general business that we'd like to talk about? One thing I do want to mention is I did, as I read through the August minutes, which I wasn't able to join the meeting, which I with the commitments of the commissioners to the different what do we call them now? Not committees, or are they still committees?
Well, we have been calling them loosely focus groups.
Okay.
Loosely.
And I know we were missing some commissioners from that August retreat meeting. So if you haven't been assigned or stepped up for one of the focus groups, probably if you'll get with Wanda or Carlin about that information and picking a focus group to participate in.
Yeah, we still need two participants in the language access focus group.
Okay.
So since I'm chairing that one, I will advertise, see if we can get anybody to join in.
I appreciate that. All right. So if the commissioners who maybe haven't been assigned a focus group, if you'll reach out to the staff and let them know where you'd like to plug in, that would be great.
I think we're looking for one more if anyone's interested in working with the NDOs.
All right. Okay. Anything else that we'd like to cover under general business before we speak about adjourning? And I'm sorry, it's hard because I can't see everyone. So let me know if I'm missing anybody. All right, with that quiet, if we are all ready to adjourn, do we have a motion?
I will make a
I move-
motion to adjourn. Oh,
I will second it then.
thank you, Seven.
Thanks, Commissioner Price.
Thank you. And do we do the roll on this?
We don't need to. Wanda shaking her head no.
We don't need to?
We're good.
Nope. Oh, you muted.
Oh,
Sorry, I was saying no, sorry. Yeah, you all are good. You're good.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. And thank you to any veterans that are with us today as we come up into November and celebrating Veterans Day. So thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing everyone on November 30th.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Vice Chair
all.
Thompson.
Take care.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.